Sail set high up past the quay. Easter and feast they stood so savagely. Bathing pools under the anchor falls. Nick was who it was a magic dream. Sands of time are blowing by, my eyes are fast. Join the times doing what inspires us.
Can't believe I finally found Artlish Caves, at least the river. It was, once I was at that sign, it was really tricky finding my way down here because the trail markers weren't all that good. But anyway, have a look. I have to go down this rather steep trail, although it's not much of a trail, and then the river's down there. And I'll pick back up once I'm down there. Starting to do some exploring. I have absolutely no idea where the cave is, if it's upstream, downstream, but already just this beautiful little area through here I've never seen on video before or any photos of it. So yeah, I have no idea whether I'm kind of off the usual beaten path or what the deal is, but definitely, oh, there's a little waterfall there. So yeah, I've never seen that on any video or photos, so pretty amazing actually down here. Look at the light colored rock and all the darks and different colors of beautiful turquoise-ish, dusty turquoise I call it. So yeah, I'm thinking there's going to be some photos, some nice fall colors. So who knows, I might have to just get as many photos as I can in this area. If I find the cave great, but if not, who knows, I might have to come back tomorrow and just park, stay where I'm parked. At least now I know how to get here. I know it takes about an hour and a quarter total if you know where you're going. So this is you feel kind of small amongst all these huge boulders navigating my way down through here, but yeah, it's looking pretty cool so far. Just want to show you where I'm going to take my first photo from. I mean, this is on scale with something you'd see in the BC and Alberta Rocky Mountains, you know, just on a bigger scale than normal. This is already quite impressive. Going to be a fun one to compose. You don't want to get the waterfall in there. You want to get as much of this molded brownish rock as I can. Plus, I want to make sure I get that little swirly pool in there with all the yellow leaves. That's probably part of that little cascade there as well. So again, just amazing. And I'm not quite clear why I haven't seen any photos of this, but you will now. So check this out. You can see all that water rushing through right there. Another neat cascade. So I should be able to get to down there somehow. But it goes right through the rock down here. Pretty wild, eh? Very well. So yeah, I'm gonna keep on, see if I can get down over there. Looks like there's a series of cascades, so this is my element. Oh man, look at that. That is just so cool. Wow. It'd be even more awesome if there's some water coming down right here, but that's just so neat the way that's flowing down there and coming through the rock, so no complaints. What is it about the color turquoise that we love so much? I mean, you see turquoise in the Caribbean or in Mexico and the Gulf and other areas. There's something magical about aquamarine emerald pools and those kinds of colors. Again, look at all the beautiful foliage. I am definitely in awe. And then there's yet another cascade probably right down here, and another emerald pool, or aquamarine pool I should say. But look at the beautiful cliffs, colors on the cliffs. Wow. Still no cave yet, but my guess is that it's going to be further upstream. So I'm going to keep exploring as far as I can today. And like I said, if I don't find the cave today, I'll come back tomorrow. I have no particular itinerary, so why not? Well, looks like this is as far as I can go in this section here. This is way too curved and slippery, so yeah, I can't get it. I could maybe go up and over, but actually I might think about that. I'll have a look into that. But some more beautiful curved rock. See the waterfall coming down under there. But it looks like it might level out down here, so it might not be a lot to see. So yeah, I'll see if I can get up there and around easy, but if not, I'll probably head back up to where I left my other bag. A little sketchy being down here, but wow, what a beautiful pool. Kind of hanging on the edge here is so often the case, but worst case scenario is I go for a swim in the pool. Just exploring upstream from where I first came down, and yet another beautiful aquamarine-ish, turquoise-ish, greenish pool of water with these massive boulders. I came down right up there. And a little further upstream again, more beautiful molded rock, a couple little cascades, just simply stunning. no sign of a cave. Well, this is certainly photo worthy. Too bad the logs are blocking the way up there on the little waterfall, but gotta love that color of the water. Look at the size of those rocks. Don't know if I'll be able to get through there, but there's kind of a, I don't know what you call it, a trench all along there. I might be able to sneak through there. It's pretty wet and slippery though. Look at the color of that pool. Wow. So I just made it up past that rock. It was pretty sketchy though. But at least I see around here that I can get up there and then possibly bushwhack back instead. I don't really look forward to going back down all those rocks again. But holy smokes, is this ever an amazing color. I can't believe it's been cloudy all day, perfect conditions, pretty bright, but no sun, so couldn't have asked for better. Still no sign of the cave though. Look at this, I just can't get over the beauty of this color. And that is really deep too. It looks like it's about 15 feet deep. But unreal color. It's probably possibly the most beautiful cool color that I've ever seen on Vancouver Island. We've got some different shades. Yeah, amazing. When I saw the overhead shot, I thought it was going to be worthwhile coming around and making the effort to get around this big rock and everything, but I don't know, I don't think that's going to make a very good shot. Let me think on it for a moment. Just another beautiful pool. And then that's the other one right there. Can't see too well. I think it's worth a shot. So is this gorgeous, or is this gorgeous? Now this is looking down over the pool of water that I was just at. Even the trees are beautiful. So, at this point it's 5:30. So I'm going to take a couple shots from up here. Check out this little pool of water up here, and then I'm going to head her back up through the bush. I'm going to have to bushwhack, and I guess I'll have to go back down that trail to retrieve my stuff, but anyhow, no big deal. Alright, it's been a pretty amazing day. I had no idea that there was any of this other stuff here, so still haven't seen the sign of the cave. Well, I still have a feeling it's up that way. Just more amazing colors. things up from beautiful Artlish River. Didn't find the cave today, but I'm certainly going to have to come back tomorrow, and then I'll have more time. So yeah, I hope that I can find it, but just I had no idea that there's this much stunning scenery here, and now I know. So I'm gonna call it a day. One more last view of this little waterfall. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and obviously I'm gonna have to make this into a part 1 and a part 2. And now I'm going to start the bushwhack straight through there. So, I guess that's about it. Until tomorrow morning, take care everybody. This is how it's done on Vancouver Island, folks. You find an old, huge fallen tree, and if you can follow it, like I'm doing right now, it's a heck of a lot easier than bushwhacking. Pretty cool. And I think, pretty sure that I see the cave. So I'll tell you right now that it's down creek from where I was yesterday. I'm not positive because I don't have a really great view, but I'm pretty darn sure that that looks like a cave down there. And you can see the rock. At least I hope so. Unfortunately, I was wrong. I thought that right through there, I thought that was a cave, but nope. And I don't see a way down, so back up I go. Well, once again, I'm further downstream and I see absolutely no way. In fact, the cliffs are just getting higher and steeper because, of course, the river's going down, but the banks aren't. So I guess I had no choice that to go upriver from where I was yesterday, which is going to take me a half an hour of bushwhacking alone. But there's no way that the cave can be down here because there's no way down here. Looks like the sun's trying to pop through. Well, I see one more spot where I might be able to get down, so I'm going to give it a try, even though I don't think the cave's down there, but there does look like there's some neat spots to photograph, so I'm going to give it one more shot. Alright, I'm back to where I left off yesterday. And so I'm going to continue on here and hope like heck. Put the caves further upstream there. More beautiful molded rock. However, this is what I now have to climb up, this huge, massive boulders. Yikes. Well, I'm about 3/4 of the way up the rocks, and I don't hear any water flow underneath me. So, I don't know. I'm starting to think that that part up there comes to a dead end. Hope not. Well, I don't know what I'm about to come across over here, but either way, like all this light blue area, that's just a massive, massive rock. So it's pretty impressive just on its own. Beautiful mossy area here. And I can see there's people who've been here. There's no question about that. Again, just a stunning forest and area. So I don't know if there's a cave opening over there, but I'm hoping so. This does indeed appear to be a cave. And then look at the rock just right overhead. So I can hear water somewhere in there. It certainly isn't the scene that I noticed in photos, so I don't know if this is a cave that goes to another section of the river. There's another cave, I have no idea. Looks like it's going to be tricky getting past there too. But I did bring my headlamp, and so I am going to go in there and check it out. I don't think you can see anything that I'm pointing the camera towards, unfortunately. But I'm in the cave, and as you can hear, it sounds like there's a waterfall somewhere nearby, but right, I don't know if I get right close to it, but yeah, it doesn't even look like it's showing up. So there's water, a big pool of water right here. So there's no way I can go any further. Yeah, wow. Okay, so you can, until I get right up close to the rock, you can't see anything. Anyhow, I can't go any further, so I'm going to head back to the cave entrance. No idea where the opening is on the other side. So, yeah, a little bit anticlimactic in a way. It's too bad you can't see anything, but I'll pick back up when I get closer to the entrance. Well, that was certainly interesting. Obviously, this is looking from inside the cave out, and it's too dark. So, next, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if there's any ribbons that look like they go up and over all this rock here. That's pretty cool. But yeah, it's quite a chore to get in and out of here, so just so that you know, it's not going to be easy if you want to get to this spot. This might be the spot that those other guys that I saw in a video were looking for, but they couldn't find, because they found the spot that I'm looking for. But yeah, I can see how you could not find this spot. All right, let's continue on with the adventure. Yeah, this last part to get up right here was really tricky. Just barely doable, and I don't see any other way around it, so unfortunately, or else I'd go an easier way. Well, that might be doable right there, actually. I think I'm going to try that. And this is what you have to navigate your way through to get to the entrance, which is right in there. I don't know if you can make it out, but look how that tree is. That tree's roots are just clinging to that rock. Very interesting. So, cave is over around that side there. And I'm going up this way. It's hard to, it looks like there might have been people who have gone up this way before, so I don't know if that's how they're getting up and around, or I have no idea again if that's how people are getting around to the other side. If so, it's a huge effort. But I can't imagine people are swimming through the cave. So I'm going to give it a whirl and see how far I get, how it looks, and go from there. But I still have about 5 hours before I have to head back, so lots of time. So let's give it a whirl. Well, looks like I'm on the right path. So I keep seeing all colors of ribbons: pink, blue, yellow, red. So I must be going the right way. And there is a discernible path, so far. Just found a bunch of blueberries. That's why my hands are all purple. So, having a quick feast. And I also found a bunch of huckleberries too, so lots of berries. They're not as sweet as the ones you buy in the store, but they're still pretty darn good. At least they're natural. You see literally right next door, blueberry, and all the red ones, huckleberries. But I need to get a move on, so I have no idea how far I'm going to have to go. And the trail is tricky to keep an eye on too. This has been a bit of a crazy hike because there was a section where the ribbons were really far apart and no discernible trail. So it was really hard to actually make the decision to keep going, because the trail is actually really good right here. Now I can hear water down there, which is really good, but holy smokes, there's a couple sections back there that there's no discernible trail, and definitely want to get out of here with lots of light, let's put it that way. Well, I have to be honest, I have a real sense of accomplishment right now because I found it. I presume that this is the spot that I've seen photos of. How I get over there, I'm hoping I can get down there and up across that fallen tree, but just stunning spot. So I think it's about 2 o'clock by now, so I have about a good, I could play around here for a couple of hours. Oh man, am I ever knackered after all day yesterday climbing up and over boulders, doing the same today, and then going down 3 times trying to find a way down to the river further down. But I'm actually surprised I was right. The cave is upstream from where I was. So I found it, thank goodness. Well, that was interesting. I had to shimmy across this log here on a balancing act and get a bit of a soaker right here to do the last part, but no big deal. So I quickly figured out this is not the spot that I was wanting to find. the spot that I want to find has a little waterfall coming out and the water's coming the other way, so I don't know if it's possible to walk through the cave at all. I'm guessing probably not, but I'll check it out. But anyway, there's a beautiful shot right here, and like I say, I'll explore for a couple of hours and then head it back. Just part way in the cave now, just exploring. There's more massive boulders everywhere, very hard to negotiate. See if I can get a couple of decent shots from in here looking out, maybe. Pretty wild stuff. This is just so wild being in here. Really tricky getting to this spot, but I'm going to try to compose a shot with that little cascade right there. If I can pull that off, that might be a neat one, but wow, it's so wild. Alright, so this is basically the composition that I'm hoping will work out, but it's a vertical shot. So I brought all that in at the top, and I got down really low to about there. So it's going to be a really tough one to work on because of the dynamic range. I had to take 4 different exposures just to make sure that I capture everything I need for bringing out the darks and not overexposed. So it's going to be a real interesting one to work on. But anyway, huge log jam inside of here. And I'm gonna look around for maybe one more composition and then I'm out of here. Well, this is really bizarre. This is the same river, just I don't know, 300-400 yards up from where I just was at the cave. And you'd never guess, looking at this, that it's going to turn into an amazing spot just down creek there. So I'm going to go investigate where it starts to become interesting. So literally right behind me is where it starts to totally change and become so beautiful. Right down there, the cave is just around to the right. That's where I just came from. And then right where that log is, that's where the line is, where it literally just looks like a completely different river. Well, guys and gals, it has been a really wild adventure coming here. I'm just making my way back. The big cave that I first found is just over that direction there. And I noticed there is a somewhat of a decent trail further away from the creek, which I haven't been on before. But sometimes it's really obvious and you see the ribbons and everything. And then sometimes it just seems to disappear. So just the way it is, this is not a maintained park anymore. So just if you find the trail, great. Anyhow, I don't know what else to say about this spot. It's beautiful, it's wild, it's areas of grandeur, the caves. And it'll wear you out like crazy. I'm just so spent right now. My legs are just like rubber. So I'm just gonna slowly make my way back to my vehicle and try to recover. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, consider giving it a thumbs up, maybe even subscribing, because unlike most people, I do adventures to the spots that hardly anybody ever goes to, and in some instances nobody's ever been to. Doesn't mean I'm gonna tell you where all my secret spots are, but at least you get to see them. Hopefully it gives you a little bit of inspiration to get out and about and know that there are some really cool spots to find on the island still. And I guess until the next adventure, take care everyone. Bye for now.